Vayishlach. Back to the parsha from Vayishlach. We have a famous meeting. Yaakov and Esau meet up beforehand. Yaakov Avinu is Vayivoseh Yaakov Levadoi. Yaakov remains alone. Vayavek Ish Imoy Elos HaShachar. As the Ish is Ovek Imoy Elos HaShachar. A man wrestles with him until Elos HaShachar. What happens that he's levadoi? Rashi brings shochach pachim ketanin. He forgot small vessels, small cod, small jugs. Chazar aleihem, he returned for those jugs. And that returning, he was alone, away from his family. And there was a struggle. We know this struggle was not an ish, it was the sorrow shel Esav. And he came, as right the Chazal bring, to fight, to wrestle with Yaakov Avinu. Chaim already discusses why Dafke Yaakov Avinu was the one that we found such an interesting exchange. By none other than the others, we find such a fight, such a struggle. Everybody struggles with the Yetzer Hara, but it's spoken out in a way of a confrontation on the ground, as a wrestling between a Sar Shel Esav and Yaakov Avinu. We don't find it by the other others. The Chavetz Chaim's famous word, he says that the Damalach, the Sar Dafke, came to fight Yaakov because the Malach, the Sar Shel Esav, the Samal, he knows, as the Chavetz Chaim says, he doesn't mind a person could fast the whole day. He could cross old ladies across the street all day. But he does one thing that bothers him, one thing that gets him, irks him very much, one thing that he puts all his koiches against, says the Chavetz Chaim. That's the midah of Torah. Because Torah is our ammunition to fight him. And a person without ammunition can't be victorious. So the Yetzer Hara puts all his koiches to stop a person to learn. When it comes to other areas of ruchnius, says the Chavetz Chaim, some there the Yetzer Hara obviously doesn't want us to do any mitzvahs, but he won't be so attackful, because he knows the person has Torah, koyach of Torah, Borasi Yetzer Hara, Borasi Torah Tav. But any excuse to get us to mevatel the Torah, any excuse to get us to not to show up to our learning, to take us away from our learning with all different types of terutzim and svaris and all different zach, and it's all unbelievable, Rabbi said. But he knows that's our koyach, Akol Kol Yankiv. So says the Heilige Chavetz Chaim. We want to say maybe another mahal for this. The interesting lashon vayeovek ish imoy. Rashi explains the lashon of ovek, why the lashon was used. We want to explain it also another way. Be'ez Hashem. And what's the significance of the pachim ketanim that he was going out for at this moment? That's when exactly the shara shaleza. Practical, it was because that's the only time he was really alone. In the meantime, he's with the family. But in oimek, what's the yohisoid of the shochach pachim ketanim that he went back dafka for the pachim ketanim? Yisoid of the koyach of Samal, the first say that we're talking over here. Be'emes, we have the famous exchange at the end of the parsha when he meets up with the Malach, and the Malach finally Yaakov wins out. Yaakov Yisroel you fought with Anoshim and with Malachim, Batuchal. That's why you're going to have a name called Yisroel. Lashon Sar. Vayishlach Yaakov. But the conversation continues. Vayishlach Yaakov Vayoyma Hagida Noshmecha. Please tell me your name. Yaakov asks a very simple question. Can I know your name? You were telling me my name. Let's make a exchange names over here. What's your name? By the way, what's your name? So the Malach says, why are you asking my name? That's the end of the conversation. Very, very interesting conversation. I'm saying the guy asked your name. What do you mean, why are you asking my name? First of all, who cares why he's asking my name? I asked your name. That's why. Why are you asking my name? I want to know your name. Why else am I asking your name? Because I want to know your name. I want to know who you are. Why are you asking my name? Very strange answer to why you asking my name. A guy comes over, what's your name? Why are you asking my name? I want to know who you are. Obviously, that's why I'm asking your name. What's the answer? Why are you asking for me? Oh. The Mahalich goes like this. The Yisod from the Bria in the Welt, Rabbi say, Adam, Kodesh Baruch Hu bara es Adam Yosha. Hashem made the human being Yashar. We were created Yashar. Yashar is the kavanah, is the understanding that everything in this world, everything in the creation, everything in the being has a realism to it. Yashar is tapping into that realism. However, we went ahead and we caused ourselves a tremendous, tremendous downfall because we asked for Cheshbonos Rabbi. What's the pshat? The Beis Halevi in Parshas Bereishis is masber a big yesod. The Beis Halevi is masber the whole yesod of the Yetzer Hara before the Achilas Eitz Hadas and the Yetzer Hara after the Achilas Eitz Hadas. Before the Achilas Eitz Hadas, it was something that was mibachutz totally. A person understood there was a drawing towards going against the Ratzon Hashem, but everything was lefi its realism. There was no such mitzias as fantasy, as dimyon. Whatever it was, the Yetzer Hara, that's exactly how it was painted. When the Adam ate from the Eitz Hadas and he was machnis the koyach of Cheshbonos Rabbim, that's what Cheshbonos Rabbim. In other words, of his Levi's Masbeh, he was now brought into a different whole understanding, a different whole metzius. That now something could be painted, something could be overwashed, something could be fantasized way above what it really causes for the pleasure that it gives. And that the Beis Halevi's masber, that there was no real misa that came to the world. The pshat and misa came with that is because fantasy creates a tremendous outpouring of energy. When a person fantasizes, that thing is so amazing, so out of this world, he invests energy, much energy. The problem is, the real return on it is zero. Says the Beis Halevi, because we got this koyach of dimyon and we start to fantasize, all that energy that's invested in the fantasizing is laid out, and there's no gasoline to fill it up with the pleasure that comes in because it's shmek tabak, it's nothing. But the koyve Hashem yachlifu koyach, says the Beis Halevi, when it comes to Torah and Ruchni and avodas Hashem, here exactly what you lay out is what it's real, it's totally real, it's 100% real. The koyve Hashem yachlifu koyach. But that's the pshat and misa. The koyach of Samuel, the koyach of the Yetzer, of the Sar, is to paint the picture much greater than it is. To show us the world in a world of fantasy. In a world that the Olam Hazeh seems to be so, and it's really shmek tabak, it's nothing. Yaakov Avinu is the one that has been mashlim in this midah of that everything in this world, he wasn't drawn into any of the gashmi of this world that would lead him to a world that chassid to think that who knows what, everything, Yaakov Avinu was shalem, arasoif. There was no taka world of dimyoy. There was no world of fantasy. There was no world of being chutz from what it really was. And this was the struggle that the Sar came to, because here Yaakov Avinu did show a little. Be'etzem b'asov shel davar, it wasn't really that, but Yaakov Avinu went back for his pachim k'tanim. He went back for a gashmis. Hagam, the Gemara says, because he was chaviv, and that was his kavana. Because chaviv, tzadikim, the mamoinim yosim gufam, it's more chaviv because they don't want to chas v'sholom become to get gezer. And Yaakov Avinu in the oimek was going back because these pachim k'tanim, they also have purpose. They're pachim k'tanim, they're little vessels, little jugs, but they also have purpose. They also have meaning. But in the outside of it, it looks, the outside, Yaakov Avinu is going back for his money. Then he hamshocha from Olam Hazeh. You have to have all your money. You can't miss out on shum. But really, the Oimek, Yaakov was going back because Fakir, the Pacham HaKetanim. Vayeovek Yishimo, he came along to Samuel and he tried to make a Lashon of Vayeovek, Lashon Ovok, the Lashon of the Kula Koshen Tichle, a Lashon of Ovok, of disguise. Ki'ilu, the fantasy, tried to create it. Yaakovinu Takas Nimshach. Vayeovek, but Yaakov was Dovok, that he's going back only and only for the Pacham Ketanim, for the purpose, because he wants to have those Pacham Ketanim, because they also have a Tachlis in this world. Until Alois HaShachar, when the clarity was so clear, the Ovak dispersed, and that was Ta Yaakov who stayed strong to the one. There was no Netiyah towards the Olam Hazeh. There was Tachav, the Pacham Ketanim, and the Shem Pacham Ketanim. And this is Taka, the name of the Samal. Lo Mazeh Tishal Shmi is not avoiding the question. But Lo Mazeh Tishal Shmi is his essence. Don't ask any questions. Don't ask any questions. Live a life total in fantasy, in darkness, in a matzov where you understand that you think that it looks so real, and be'etzim, it's a world of total fake, of total garbage, of total fantasy, and we're running after it. People are sitting in dark rooms. Why are they in dark rooms watching these things? Put on a light. Why are they in dark rooms? They're in a dark room, a very dark. Keep it dark. No lights, please. Turn the light. Everybody's screaming. Shut the lights. Why? Because if I need to put on a light for a second on my side, they realize that the whole thing is stupidity, utter stupidity. Grown men sitting there and they're crying. Mickey Mouse was killed. Such a sad story. Get me the tissues. See, he got shot. Past the Heinz ketchup, you could also get shot. He's sitting there crying after the movie. The whole thing's a big fake. One big fake. And the guy's caught up with it. And they're caught up with it. The whole world's caught up in a lie. The whole Hollywood. And people go visit it, and they show how everything is fake. And they come back more mechuzik. You gotta see more films. Forget on the plane going, they watch more films coming back. You just saw that was more total one big fake. They're making you into a fool. Give me more. I want more. I was on a plane recently. The Goyim, it's unbelievable. You walk down the aisles of Boisai. You walk down the aisles. Everybody. Today you don't need the thing. They have all the laptops. You know, why should I watch the 18 movies they're giving me? I already saw 9 of them. They bought this flight. It's an 18-hour flight. I'm getting it all in. Sir, we're taking off again. Just one more movie. No. Everybody left the plane 2 hours ago. I'll be done in a minute. We're not talking about the Yeshiva guys who come on, Baruch Hashem, with their svarim, 2 holes in the front cover. Get off the front page, sir. Oh, sorry. Like the guy I was sitting by next to one time on the plane, an older man. I was sitting there with my little Gemara trying to learn a little bit. And there was a guy, a respectable businessman. Those times we didn't have the iPhone 10. Anyway, he had one of these Palm Pilots. So he says to me, Rabbi, it's very nice. What Gemara you have over there? I said, I have a Gemara, but I'm not a Gemara. Brachos, whatever I was doing, very nice. But I have the whole Shas here. He tells me, pick a daf. Pick a daf. I said, Baba Basra Yud Gimel. One side, boom, 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 boom. Here it is. Got the whole daf. Anytime. You go, what? Oh, very nice. Pick another daf. I want to learn. Leave me alone. Pick a daf. What is this? Lottery? Pick a daf. Subis, Yud Beis. Subis, Yud Beis. Here it is. You want Rashi? Rashi, Tosfos, Kiva Eiga, whatever you want. I got it all here. You see my little Gemara in that book. Maybe you get a bomb pilot. Okay, sir, Atzlacha, thank you. Very nice to know. Go back to learning. I look over. Solitaire! He's playing with the Baba Basra for 44 hours with his Baba Basra there. That's the old times. Today, Hashem Yerachim. But people are sitting there, boy, saying the fantasy of the world, how the world has impressed upon all the fake, the garbage, Rabbi said, how it makes it to believe that there's something there, Rabbi said. There's something there, and guys can sit. They go back. Okay, it's only Ben Azmanim. It's a Ben Azmanim. Rabbi, you got to catch up. So he goes to the basement, and his mother, 4 days later, is anybody alive down there? He went down with a bag of popcorn. She comes down, she has to get knifed, to cut the eyeballs off the screen, plastered. He did a 72-hour movie marathon. Shem Yerachim. Just got to catch up. They got to put him into water. He turned into a stone, sitting there, so unmovable. Shem Yerachim, he's almost paralyzed from the waist down. So everything fell asleep down there. Shem Yerachim. And what's he? Okay, so he went in there and he did something. He learned how to cure cancer. What did he do then? He saw 17 episodes of friends, enemies. They don't know who it is. And Mamish told me that's Mamish total, has nothing to offer. It's total fake. One big fake. And we've been impressed upon all these things that they have, that it's one big demon, one world of fantasy. And this is the Koyach of Samuel. Don't ask any questions. Walk around in a stupor, running after things that have no meaning, nothing to do, and that's total 100% have no realism to them. And we're wrapped up in them. As I was coming back on the plane last time, Mamish, the Goyim especially, but forget about the Avadi Yidden also, but I happened to be about 2 Goyim. I think there were 2 ladies were talking. At the end of the flight, they were chazering over. Which movie? And what about that scene and that Mamish? I don't think that's what he said. Mamish, a whole chazar says Shia. Did you like that part and this part and this part? What are they talking about? They were talking about something that has real meaning. It's total fake. Oh, I like what he said over there. It's fake. It's not real. What are they busy with? A total sheker. 100% sheker. There's nothing happened like that. It's not true. It's fake. And people are leaking in it. But goes on, we're talking about Goyim, we know what goes on out there. And this is the Koyach of the Yitzhak, boy said, the Koyach of fantasy, the Koyach of Dibyoy, and everything, boy said. How the whole world of advertising, go out in the world, they make these big billboards. If only you would have this Coke, boy said, how great you would feel. If only you would have the cigar, boy said, you get the thing next to it also. Only if you had his peanut. Wow, planters. And the guy gets a little excited. Mom, you have any planters? Gotta get, what do you need planters for? I don't know, I just got this, Indian had planters. We have the ShopRite peanuts. What's wrong with ShopRite? No, I need planters! Why? Because he went down on 13th Avenue, makes a big sign with that stupid picture of that nut with a hat on top. Planters for the soul of your life. Good planters! What have they done to me? They've taken a person that's a normal individual, thinks straight, and they made me into a retarded. Mama's crazy. I'm running after what I don't even know what I'm running after, and why I'm running after it. Because it's some stupid billboard, I'm going crazy. A big billboard, giant billboard, you get off the plane, I gotta have that Starbucks coffee when I got off the plane. I have to have it. It's mitzvah say the Raisa, sheyesh boikores. If you don't get off the plane, you go for that Starbucks. What's so good to have a coffee? Take it to no, it has to be Starbucks. With the insignia on the cup. It has to have the cup Starbucks. Why? I don't know. I have to have a hat with the Borsalino on it. It has to have the shade of Borsalino all over it. Now like this side and that side. Only Borsalino! But your parents don't have so much money right now. I don't care if it costs $2,500 just for the pin, for the Borsalino pin. My parents, listen, I'm a yeshiva, but I learn maybe 2 hours a day. I deserve it. I'm working very hard in yeshiva, drinking all that coffee. Starbucks, of course. I deserve the Borsalino hat. Why are you getting the Borsalino hat? I don't know. Everybody has one. And that thing makes me crazy because I go into that near the shop, it's a big thing, Borsalino, a nice looking guy, hat turned like that. You look nothing like it. He's dark and tall, you're short and fat. It doesn't, he goes to the mirror. I don't know if it's the right hat. There's nothing wrong with the hat. You gotta lose some weight. He's there 44 hours. How do you think it looks now? The same way it looked 22 hours ago. No, I think it's a little better. I'm starting to look like the guy. Yeah, you lost weight 44 hours. You lost 10 pounds. You're starting to look like the guy in the picture. Hours and hours and hours. Why is it shook in his head? Fantasy, Borsalino. If he looks at the Borsalino, I don't know what's going to happen. When he has that Borsalino hat, his mother's calling him. I'll be back any minute. Did you get his shirt? No, I'm still holding by the hat. Ties are coming soon. Then I'll be back next week. Why? Fantasy. Blown up fantasy by having this suit and this tie and this hat. That's going to make me into a goblin. I'm going to be somebody. Fake. Fantasy. Total garbage. But we live in that world where because the gates of horror takes us and makes us think, who knows what, Rabbi said. And that's this koyach, after Cheta Eisadas, this is the koyach, Rabbi said, to get into us and make everything total not real, Rabbi said. And Yaakov Avinu was the koyach, called Yisroel, Yosher, to go back to that darga, Rabbi said. He fought with the malach, and everything was real. The pacham aktanim was for the sake of the pacham aktanim. There should be no waste and no garbage. But everything has its tachlis, everything has its mokom, everything has its place. And the pacham aktanim, as the Sforim HaKadosh bring down, pacham aktanim, were those pacham aktanim that were found for Nes Chanukah. Because they have a tachlis, and there's nothing wasted, and Yaakov Avinu was out there on a mission through Beis Lovim, Lovim Gati, V'sayim Mitzvah Shemorti, that I went through the whole Beis Lovim, and I wasn't influenced by the world of Dimya, fantasy. I was there to Mekayim the Tafkid, to Mekayim all the mitzvahs. And now, the Shleimus of his changed name Yisroel, to get the brachas, to be able to get that brachas of all the with the tachlis is this tachlis. Yaakov Avinu completes his mission, and he fights with the Mal, and he struggles Alos HaShachar to the time of clarity. That all the avok, kula ka'av shakash and tichla, all the smoke, all the fantasy, all the fake goes up in smoke because there's no realism to it. And then he receives his name, Yisroel, Yosher Kel, the Yosher that Hashem made us with from the beginning of his. Adam, Boris, Adam, Yosher, totally straight, not influenced by this world of fantasy. And a person can lose out. His whole mission, Rabbi says, totally schlepped. The Yitzhahar schleps him this way like a rag towel, Rabbi says. He wants this one day, and the next day he wants this. He's busy with this, he's busy with that, and he's busy with this, and this new thing, and that new gadget, and that new shtus. Total shtus, Rabbi says. And all it causes, like to figure out the most cause, all it causes it causes you to be wiped out, tired. It says by Ya'is Varashi he was oyev. He was always oyev. You know why? Because he did all these things that thought there was excitement to them. Oh, I'm going to go kill this and I get Nimrod's clothes and this woman and this who knows what. And all it brought him was frustration because it didn't give him any of the pleasure. But mainly he was oyev. of a koive Hashem yachlifu koyer. Rabbi say this really is a he saw those who knows what. He never walks out with a feeling of goodness, because it's total emptiness. There was nothing here. It was fake, and he could invest so much energy and time, and part of his life he gave for something that had no meaning whatsoever. It was fake. The boy say, this is so important in our lives, Rabbi say. As we get older and older, we're going to be in battle around all different influences. Even today, Rabbi say, there's so much to accomplish in our lives, so much to give meaning for everything, to find the meaning in the realism, the truism and the realism, Rabbi say. There's so much realism around there, but it's so covered over. It's a koyach, a fantasy of koyach adim, Rabbi say. And we have to work hard, Rabbi say, through our amal and Torah. We need this Yaakov Avinu to uncover the realism, to push away all the fake, to get rid of all the garbage, including those phones, Rabbi Say, that people have around, Rabbi Say. Whatever you have them for, very important calls coming in from who knows calls, Donald Trump, I don't know who's coming, have calls coming in from. But Rabbi Say, half the time, Rabbi Say, those things, half the time, Roiv, Rubush, time, Rabbi Say, what is he giving us? Only a total world of fantasy, showing us these types of foods and these types of scenes and these types of garbage. We're not even getting into the area of the schmutz and the garbage and all the stuff that's poison mamish. And talking about just this whole yisoid of the koyach adin, Rabbi say. How the Yetzer Hara got so stark that Yibachrim will walk around today in all yeshivas, whether they have a rule, they don't have a rule, they're walking around with things in their pockets that are totally fake. It's a machine that presents total sheker, false hashkafis, and false dimyonos, and fantasizing all these scenes and all these garbage, Rabbi said, and you're walking around living in it and buying into it, and it gives you nothing in return. It's so little. Now, so if you're wearied and tired out of it, and you have nothing from it. You feel empty and low, Rabbi said. Let's tap into Midas Yaakov Avinu, these parsha, Rabbi said, that Yaakov inherited to us, Rabbi said, that we can push away those fantasies. We can not be inspired by the billboards, by the cigarettes, Rabbi said, these things that kill people's lives. The person smoking cigarettes, why? He got living in it, all the fantasy that's in there. And what is it according to Hashem? It's killing him. And all the fantasy and all the Tiferes of the Mazera, Rabbi say, that's killing him. The person has to hold strong, Rabbi say. This world, we have to hold strong. It's a world of Samal. He's covering it up. He's showing Dimyon. But we have the koyach of the emet, Yitin emes liyankiv. We have the koyach of Yaakov Avinu, the koyach HaTorah, Rabbi say. Now if we tap into it and we hold strong by the koyach HaTorah, Rabbi say, then we can push out all the fantasies, all the garbage. We can steal and find out what's real, Rabbi say. Real! 100% real! And Baruch Hashem, we will speak on this yeshiva, a lot of realism going on, Rabbi say. The real Yiddishkeit, to get to the real Yiddishkeit, to tap into the real Yiddishkeit. And to get a kesh with the Bereshit for real! Not to be a faker. There's so much fake going on in our own lives. We try everything imitated this, we don't get to the realism, because we're living in a whole world of fake. So we do a lot of fake things. We spoke about the dress that we go and things that we do, Rabbi said. There's no realism to it. Because we're not tapping in, we're riding the wave of that world of fantasy, Rabbi said. And Be'ez Hashem Yisborach, if we tap into it, if we get into the real, Rabbi said, it's the greatest feeling, Rabbi said. You see the smoke open, everything goes up in smoke, all the garbage goes away, and you tap into the real, and you really, really connect with that, Rabbi said. And then at that moment, Rabbi say, it's a different feeling. You're in a different world. You're getting to the purpose of the tachlis of the world, Rabbi say. And there's the sort of Chanukah Be'emes, Chanukah the Chashmonoim, not to get into the Greeks, about the body, the physique, the outer, all the thing on the outside, which looks so real, but it's not. There's nothing there. And we're about the Pnimius, the or of the Chanukah, Rabbi say. We prepare for Chanukah, Rabbi said. We prepare for those pachim ketanim to realize the tachlis of everything in the world, the meaning of everything, for the sake of the Beri Olam. Let's tap into the koyach of Chanukah, the ksas min ha'or, and we'll doicha, harbi min ha'choshech, we'll see the light, and be zircha be'ezah Hashem, to push away that koyach of dimyoin, and be zircha to the alois ha'shachar, the day when everybody sees the realism, the truism. Mashiach came here. Amen.